A great big thing happened this week. Finally, after a couple of years in the making, we have what's called CycleCharts.com. Hello and welcome to the Gold Silver News. My name is Christian Garcia. Thank you for watching, and I'd like to start off by thanking all the supporters from goldsilver.com. I did receive a few emails while I was gone asking what happened to the updates, when I was going to make a new video. I was just fortunate enough that Mike let me go on vacation, so I went on a trip to Machu Picchu, Peru, but I'm back. So without further ado, let's get to the news. Well, the week started with a Fitch assurance on France's AAA rating, and that helped cheers the market. European markets were cheered on Tuesday by an absence of terrible news and an assurance by Fitch that France's AAA credit rating was unlikely to be downgraded in 2012. And in an ominous sign, German growth grinds to a halt at end of 2011. Germany grew by a robust 3% last year, but the debt crisis brought Europe's biggest economy almost to a halt in the final months, official data showed the morning of January 11th. Big banks face inquiry over home insurance. A New York State Financial Services Agency is investigating several large banks to see whether they fraudulently steered homeowners into overpriced insurance policies. And who are some of those culprits? JP Morgan Chase, Bank of America, Citigroup, and Wells Fargo. So not only are they guilty of robo-signing and illegally foreclosing on people, they also gave them overpriced insurance. And here in the United States, jobs are still scarce, Fed says. Economic expansion improved last month across the country while hiring was limited and housing remained stagnant, the Federal Reserve said on Wednesday. So regardless of what Fitch said on Monday in regards to not downgrading France, well, S&P decided to go ahead and do some downgrading and downgraded 9 Eurozone nations, and that included France, Austria, Slovenia, Slovakia, Spain, Malta, Italy, Cyprus, and Portugal. But as of this morning, New York Times reports that the markets brush off S&P downgrades and focus on Greece. European markets responded calmly on Monday to Standard & Poor's decision to cut the credit ratings of a number of Euro countries, including France. The downgrades, which were based on concerns over Europe's ability to handle its two-year debt crisis and lack of economic growth, had been anticipated for weeks, so the market was muted. Nothing very special happened this week. We all know what's going on. Everything that's just unfolding has to take place. You might be watching this video on YouTube, but unfortunately we can't fast forward this and just go straight to the revaluation of gold and silver and scream hip hip hooray and it's over. Unfortunately, everything has to play out. All these events have to unfold. So nothing very special again. It's just what has to happen in order for the system to purge itself of this bad debt, and we are going through a state of deleveraging. Now, for our insiders, people that have bought from us, a great big thing happened this week. Finally, after a couple of years in the making, we have what's called CycleCharts.com. Now, if you read Mike's book, Guide to Investing in Gold and Silver, you got a little preview to what he tracks and what kind of charts he developed. Something that we follow a lot is the Dow Gold ratio and the Silver Gold ratio and other measurements that we take into account to measure and really look at the value of gold and silver. That's our real wealth. So if you're an insider, when you log into your account, you'll be able to see a button or banner that says CycleCharts.com. It's a little bit new. It used to say Chartland, but we decided to go with CycleCharts.com. So go ahead and check it out. I'm going to preview it right now, and let's see what we have in store for our insiders. All you have to do is log into your goldsilver.com account. Below My Investments, you will see a banner titled CycleCharts.com, and just click on it. You will then land on the CycleCharts.com welcome page. All you have to do then is click on the gray login button. Finally, use your same goldsilver.com email and password and click login and you will be inside. Now, when you log in, you'll land on this home page for CycleCharts.com. You'll notice across the top you'll have the menu bars, with each one has different drop-down menus for different options and choices. And when you scroll to the bottom of the page, you'll even get a brief description of what each individual tab consists of. For example, gold and silver, you can find out exactly how high gold and silver could end up being. The race to the base has gold measured in different currencies, and there's historical data and Dow's crashing numbers. So you can go ahead and look at the markets and statistics, and let's look at a chart just to go ahead and get an idea of what you would be able to go ahead and watch. One of the things that a lot of people like to see is the total currency supply. And you can go ahead and once you log in, you'll see the chart. You can go ahead and shorten or lengthen the actual period, and you can get a brief commentary of what this signifies. And if you want to adjust for different time frames, you can go ahead and move this. Once you let it go, you'll see the actual graph adjust. Now notice that this blue area is the only area that's being highlighted up here, and if you put your mouse across the lines, you can get more specific details. So you can go ahead and play with it. If you want to go ahead and just find out what's happened in the last decade, there you go. You can go ahead and flatten it out that way. So you should be able to go ahead and have some good fun with this. And obviously, what a lot of people love to watch is the Dow gold ratio, something that we monitor along with the gold silver ratio. So if you want to go ahead and have access to this, hopefully you'll be an insider. Again, just follow the steps and you'll go ahead and be inside. Thank you for all of you that are insiders. We do appreciate you being part of our group and supporting our community. Remember, help spread the word, and we'll go ahead and continue contributing and updating these charts on a daily or weekly basis. The future is in our hands. So like Mike says, or until Mike says differently, stay the course, stay focused, and continue accumulating or keep stacking. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day.